A good portion of these books for my July TBR have been on my TBR shelf for way too long. I'm kind of embarrassed about it, so I'm planning on knocking those out this month. The first book on my TBR for this month is Chocolate. I'm just gonna say chocolate because that's how I said chocolate, by Joanne Harris. As you can see, Johnny Depp is on the cover. He's on my wall. He's kind of on my walls all over my room. The point is, I love Johnny Depp, and I got it because he's on this cover. This book is supposed to be really good. I've actually already started reading it and it's so good. There's witches in this book. I had no idea. That's so weird because the cover does not portray anything like that. From what I've read so far, it is about this single mom and her daughter who moved to this really small town, and she starts up this little chocolate store, and she's not really popular with the people at first, and just a lot of stuff is gonna happen. I can tell. I'm really liking it so far, and I can't wait until Johnny Depp's character comes into the story because that'll probably be my favorite part. The next book I plan to read is Flood by Stephen Baxter. I just really want to read this book because it looks so cool. I mean, obviously a flood happens and everyone dies. Most people die. It's apocalyptic. I don't know, it just looks really cool. But I'm really looking forward to reading this because I know it's probably gonna creep me out. After that, I'm gonna read Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut because I really want to read something by Kurt Vonnegut because I've never read anything by him, and I really want to because he's so well loved story-wise. I mean, I just hear a lot of great things, and I really want to see what the hubba bubba about him is about. Did I really just say that? Okay, moving on. After that, I plan to read Dreamland by Sarah Dessen because I sort of decided to do a thing where I'm gonna read a Sarah Dessen book every summer because her books are sort of summer-ish in my opinion. And I don't really know much about this book at all. It actually looks quite sad, which is ironic because I view her as a like happy summer, but whatever, that's cool anyway. I'm hoping for good things. This next book that I hope to read has been on my shelf forever, and I mean forever, and I don't know why. I kind of like saw it in the background of my bookshelf the other day and I was like, I haven't read you yet. Why haven't I read you yet? And that is Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce, and I believe it's a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, I'm assuming, and I love retellings. They're just really good, so I really need to read this because it looks cool and the cover is so awesome. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I'm going to do it. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been obsessing over Stephen King and his books recently because they're so good. They're so good. I just read The Shining. So good. And so for this month, I decided to read Pet Sematary by him, and I hear this one is fantastic, so I am looking forward to this one so much. Creepy animals, scary stuff. I don't know. I remember watching the movie when I was like 5 and I don't remember much, but I don't know, but it's gonna be awesome. And lastly, if I have time, I hope to read Snowflower and the Secret Fan by Lisa C. I don't know anything about this book, to be honest. I think it's set in China and it has to do with something of the sort in China. I don't know, to be honest. I have no clue. I picked this up a long time ago, I think at a thrift store, and I don't know. I think I liked the cover, but I'm going to read this because it's been on my shelf too long and it's been staring at me and I gotta read it, so I'm gonna read it. And while reading all these books during the month, I hope to throw in some graphic novels in between. I've started reading Sin City. I finished the first one, so I'm probably gonna be reading the second, third, fourth, who knows, maybe all of them. In between all these books, I go through them so quickly. I read the first one in like 2 hours, if even that, so I think I can get through most of these if I wanted to throughout this month, but we'll see what happens. And those are all the books that I hope to read in July. Hopefully I stick to it, and I'm just really excited to read these books. And if you have read any of these books, leave a comment down below, tell me what you thought about them. We can talk and discuss and whatnot, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Bye guys.